Okay, we're back again here at the Greatest Sports Channel, and we are having a mock baseball tournament today. We have 16 teams, and this is game number 2. We had a malfunction in the broadcast of game number 1. Team number 1 beat team number 2 13-12. Walter Johnson came up with the win. Fred Dunlap was the MVP in that game, who had a grand slam. Roger Maris had 2 home runs for the losing team. So we'll get right into it. We've got team number 3 against team number 4, and these are the greatest players of all time. And we'll just announce the lineups as the game progresses. We have Cesar Cedeno leading off against Don Drysdale, and the result is a ground out for Cesar Cedeno. So we're underway. And we have 1 out. And George Brett is hitting second today. And oddly enough, some people are accusing them of cheating. They have George Brett playing second base today. They had an error on what they were trying to do. He strikes out, so I guess cheater's proof there. And we have 2 outs. And Ted Williams is up against Don Drysdale. They drafted 2 third basemen, Brett and Killebrew, so they ended up putting Brett at second. And we'll see how he does out there. So Ted Williams is up, and the result is a double. So we have 2 outs, and finally got somebody on base here against Don Drysdale. Norm Cash is up, not in the Hall of Fame, 2 outs. And the result is another double. So he knocks in Ted Williams. We have a 1-0 game so far. And Harmon Killebrew is up against Don Drysdale. Classic matchup here. Megamatic baseball. And the result is we get a K. So that ends the inning 1-0. And we'll get right to the bottom of the first. Hank Aaron is leading off for team number 4 against Ron Guidry here at Megamatic Baseball. And the result is a double for Hank Aaron. So man on second, and that brings up Willie Mays playing center field today. Ron Guidry's pitch is in to Mays, and the result is a base hit. So we have first and third, and that brings up Darrell Evans hitting third in this very unique lineup as well. Playing third base, great defensive third baseman, and look out, it's a HR for Darrell Evans. A 3-run shot off Ron Guidry. So we have a 3-1 ball game. Controversial pick, Darrell Evans hitting third in this lineup. And he comes through with a 3-run shot. So that brings up Frank Howard against Ron Guidry. And the result is a double for Frank Howard. So they are pounding away on Guidry here. And that brings up Vladimir Guerrero. He does not like to walk. He goes up there hacking. So we're going to see what happens. And it is a double again. So he knocks in another one. Frank Howard stumbles around, scores, and Gary Carter's up. And Guidry still does not have anybody out. It's 4-1 here, bottom of the first. And Gary Carter, power hitter, flies out. So we got 1 out, and that brings up Bill Terry. Good hitting Bill Terry against Ron Guidry. And the result is a walk. So we have first and second. Brings up Bill Mazeroski. Had the shot heard around the world. And was a good defensive second baseman. And the result is a triple by Bill Mazeroski. Very surprising off Ron Guidry. Knocks in 2 more. Vladimir Guerrero coming around. Bill Terry scores. We have 1 out, and we have a score of 6-1, and that brings up Lou Boudreau is playing short today. We have 1 out. Sometimes these teams have some weird picks. Lou Boudreau is playing short, utility player to a great extent compared to a lot of these players. And the result is he gets a base hit and an RBI. So I guess he's going to shut me up. And that brings up Hank Aaron back to the top of the order. We have 1 out. Ron Guidry's getting pounded. Hank Aaron with a walk. So we have first and second, and that brings up Willie Mays. Mays had a base hit and scored a run last time in this bottom of the first. And the result is a flyout. So we have 2 outs now. And Darrell Evans is up again. Darrell Evans, this controversial pick, hitting third in this lineup. Megamatic Baseball, all-time greats. Mock baseball tournament here. Darrell Evans flies out. So that is the end of the inning. And we get 3, 6, 7-1. And we go back to team number 3 now. Dusty Baker leading off against Don Drysdale. And the pitch is in. And he's got a double. So he's got things going. They're going to need a whole bunch of this to get back in this ball game. Rocky Colavito up, power hitting Colavito. And the result is a double. So he knocks in a run. Dusty Baker comes around and scores 7-2, and that brings up Manny Sanguillen, catcher. Another unique oddball pick here. Sanguillen is up, pretty much a utility type player in a tournament like this. He grounds out. Brings up shortstop Joe Sewell. Not a lot of people would know him in history. He may be in the Hall of Fame. I'm not sure. We'll have to check that. And he is a good hitter. He had about a .312 lifetime. He flies out. So we got 2 outs. And that's back to the top of the order. Cesar Cedeno against Don Drysdale. And the result is a ground out. So they scored 1 more. And we have 3, 6, 7-2, bottom of the second. And leading off is Frank Howard for team number 4 against Ron Guidry. And the result is a strikeout. So Guidry off to a good start here. And that brings up Vladimir Guerrero, had a double last time. And the pitch is in. And the result is a flyout. So we got 2 outs. Guidry's under control now in this inning. Got pounded for 7 in the first. That brings up Gary Carter, power hitter, against Guidry. And the result is a flyout. So 3 up, 3 down. So we have a 7-2 ball game. Last chance. George Brett is up, hitting second and playing second base, oddly enough. And the result is a flyout. So cheater's proof again. We have 1 out, and Ted Williams is up. Great hitting, Ted Williams against Don Drysdale. Classic matchup here. And the result is he strikes out. So we have 2 outs. It's 7-2, and it's down to Norm Cash. Can he keep it alive? Norm Cash, not in the Hall of Fame. The pitch is in. And the result is a strikeout. 3 up, 3 down, and that's it. So Team 4 wins 7-2. And our MVP today, we have co-MVPs, Darrell Evans with a 3-run shot, and Don Drysdale, who holds Team 3 to 2 runs. So final score, second game of Megamatic Mock Baseball Tournament here today. 7-2, team number 4.